Students today are faced with a variety of difficult tasks when they first get to college. One of the main challenges any college student first has to deal with is obvious, but normally neglected: managing their finances. Most students remember when they first arrived on campus, many thoughts were racing through their heads. Spending money freely is often a mistake incoming freshmen make, which is why I believe you can help make this trend end here at ACU. Whenever I first got to college, it was a roller coaster of emotions. I wanted to do everything my friends did, having no sense of awareness for how much money I was spending until I was out of it. Having to be strategic with my money was a skill I had to learn by myself, as I had minimal knowledge on the topic. My main point here today is that a financial management class should be mandatory for all incoming freshmen. There are many different ways to combat the issue of financial planning, but my main focus will be on the problem itself and how a mandatory class will be beneficial to the incoming freshman class. Allow me to start with the problem students have with financial planning. Up until college, most students do not live on their own, so they lack knowledge on how to plan financially for the future. In this visual aid, research has shown that was conducted on May 26, 2016 by Dave Rathmanner. This graph here is college students grading themselves in terms of financial planning. 41% gave themselves a C, and 32% gave themselves a B. This goes to show that there is definitely room to improve. This second graph right here is the knowledge college students have on creating a budget. Most college students answered that they were either moderately knowledgeable or had minimal knowledge on the subject. This graph right here is if college students are saving money on a monthly basis. 58% said no, while 42% said yes. So this shows that most college students are not planning for the future. Lastly, this graph here shows college students and if they in high school if they were taught about financial management. An overwhelming favorite said that they had no at over 50%. In an article written by Ali Bidwell of NASFAA on April 4, 2018, it shows research conducted on college students that only 2 of 6 basic financial planning questions were answered correctly. This blows my mind, as normally these questions are seen as very basic questions and should be answered correctly without much thought. Harms created by not financial planning vary, mostly consisting of long-term debt as well as a bad credit score. Taken from an article written by Scholarship America in October 2019, it states that financial stress makes everything else harder. This just goes to show that I know as my experience as a college student that I didn't need anything else adding stress to me, so this could definitely help college students in the long run. Shown in an article written by the Western Southern Financial Group on November 1st, 2019, it stated that college students should boost their credit score, but actually end up doing the opposite. This is through credit cards and different other options here, but normally college students actually go into debt rather than boosting their credit score for the future. Going along with my previous point, 50% of college students that were surveyed said that they were worried about monthly expenses, according to Jeff Grabmeyer of Ohio State on June 30th, 2015. This goes along with my previous point, as stress just makes everything else worse, and I know I could not have extra stress on top of everything else. As you can see, managing your finances as a young freshman is no easy task. It takes knowledge of how to do so, which brings me straight into my next topic: how a mandatory financial planning class would help solve financial struggles for college students. Taking a financial planning class before even arriving on campus would help students better prepare for what is to come. My plan consists of having incoming freshmen taking a mandatory financial planning course during Welcome Week so they can learn how to save money for the future. The following steps are how it would be implemented. ACU administration would be the ones that actually implement this into Welcome Week, and Welcome Week is a yearly an annually occurring event for incoming freshmen. This plan allows students to speak with their parents about any ideas they may not understand from the class, as well as plan during the summer for their future upcoming soon. Most students are simply unaware of ways to help save money, so having somebody explain the knowledge to them would be a great benefit. In an article written by Katie McWhorter in 2020, she wrote about an expert and how the expert on the subject spoke on how important it is for a college student to have a budget. By creating a budget and following it step by step each month, this would allow college students to plan for their future and not go over budget. My second source comes from a personal interview I had with a fellow classmate, Hannah Skaggs, who went through this struggle. She arrived on campus without a job and quickly learned that she needed to budget, but she did not have any knowledge on it. She had to learn all throughout college by herself, as well as getting a job to help create a financial stability. I believe this class will help provide the results we want to see based on the evidence of most students having minimal knowledge on the subject itself. In the same article I previously mentioned from Scholarship America, it stated that on-campus financial help should be the first obvious choice that a student goes to. This would go right in line with the class that I am offering, as this would be on-campus help and would help them plan for the future. Again, from Allie Bidwell's article, she stated that a lack of understanding is what contributes to financial problems. This again goes straight into how the class would provide knowledge for these students so they would have a background knowledge to go back on. Lastly, Western Southern Financial Group also stated in their article that college students should take steps now for later on in life. I know whenever I first got to college, I did not think about this very much at all, so I think this class would allow college students to help prepare for their future. Apart from the obvious benefits that I have just explained to you, other positives come out of this class as well. This allows students to plan for life after college, even if they do not have financial issues in college. If they continue to have financial issues after college, they can always go back on the knowledge they learned from the class. Additionally, knowledge obtained from the class could help parents in attendance who do not know this subject matter, or simply make a student realize financial planning is what they want to do in life. I know I changed my major after freshman year, so maybe a freshman ends up liking financial management and financial planning through this course and saves them this trouble. With the information I have provided to you in your minds, allow me to finish. A financial management class should be mandatory for all incoming freshmen. With the other struggles new college students have to deal with on a daily basis, financial worries should not be one of them. Being able to have the knowledge to be strategic with your money is a great tool to have, making this problem disappear as a whole. By having the mandatory financial management course during Welcome Week, it would allow freshmen to plan ahead during the summer before even arriving onto campus. With the power we hold as students and administration, we can make this hypothetical class a reality. This would not only benefit the students, but also ACU through their alumni in years to come. You can take action by implementing this course into Welcome Week simply by adding it to an empty schedule time. Now that you have heard my reasoning on why a financial management course should be implemented into Welcome Week here at ACU, I urge you to make this into a reality and help all incoming freshmen plan for their futures. Thank you.